There's never been a more accurate stage name than Notorious B.I.G. That's because the late rapper's legacy still looms large over the hip-hop industry, even decades after his death. Biggie's gift for lyrical storytelling made him a tentpole talent right from the start, with his singles like Juicy, Big Papa, and One More Chance all racing up the charts. At just 24 years old, Biggie Smalls was on top of the world, with a Grammy nomination, critical acclaim, and legions of fans across the globe. However, Christopher Wallace soon became known for more than just his music. He was also enmeshed in the bitter rivalry between East Coast and West Coast hip-hop artists like Tupac Shakur. In fact, a few months after Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Wallace was also gunned down in a car while visiting Los Angeles in 1997. Just 2 weeks after his tragic death, however, Biggie continued to be a dominating force in the industry when his second album, Life After Death, was released and earned platinum certification. The album and its lead singles Hypnotize and Mo Money Mo Problems earned him posthumous Grammy nominations. And Life After Death cemented Notorious B.I.G.'s status as an all-time great of the genre. To this day, Biggie's music continues to entertain and inspire. But for even the most dedicated fans of Wallace's work, there is still so much to learn about his early life and career. An upcoming documentary sheds new light on his legacy through rare behind-the-scenes footage and testimonials that you won't want to miss. Here's what you need to know before you watch Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell. Fans will undoubtedly recognize the title of Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell as a nod to one of his most famous rap songs, but this film doesn't center on the hookup gone wrong that inspired that tune. Instead, the movie takes us back in time to long before a young aspiring artist named Christopher Wallace became the hitmaker of the East Coast. Thanks to old footage, photos, and testimonials, the movie takes viewers to a time when Wallace was just a kid, raised by a single mother in Brooklyn who worked hard to support his education and took him on yearly visits to see their family in Jamaica. This includes his teen years, as Wallace got involved in selling drugs and fell out of academics. But even though he was heading down the wrong track, he had friendships that were vitally important to him. Those relationships continued even as his professional rap career took off. And one of his closest friends was Damian D-Rock Butler, who believed in Biggie's talent so much that he even took the fall for him for a gun charge that sent Damian to prison for several years. In the documentary, Damian shares some of his own home videos and memories of Biggie before and after he hit the stage, revealing the intimate sides of the artist that only his nearest and dearest friends ever got to see before.
He would be a sponge to just so much more that was outside of our scope.
The new footage paints a compelling and honest portrait of the man behind the microphone, a man who was creative, aspirational, and skilled beyond measure, but also deeply human and flawed beneath the fame. Even fans who are familiar with Biggie's whole life story will get a kick out of hearing new tales about his time in the old neighborhood, and how his personal music favorites were so very different from the rhymes he brought to the world. Damian Butler, whose work behind that vintage handycam is a huge part of Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell, is a co-producer of the film, while both Sean Combs and Wallace's mother Voletta Wallace are executive producers. In addition, they all also step in front of the lens to share their very personal stories about their memories of the man they loved so well. When the project was first announced in 2017, Wallace said, "It brings so much joy to my heart that my son Christopher's music has made such an impact on the music community, and his stories have positively inspired so many young men and women over the years, and still influencing the youth all over the world today." The movie is directed by esteemed music video director Emmett Malloy, who also executive produces alongside his brother Brendan. Malloy recognized that capturing the essence of such an icon would be no easy feat, but relished the opportunity, saying, "The challenge of making a film about one of the most influential artists of my generation is what I live for as a filmmaker." Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.